Hey Keepers, I know it's been a while since my last game video, but I was able to get a full 90-minute game in recently. Even though I didn't really do much as the Academy team dominated this game, I wanted to cover some of the good and bad points of my performance. So to start off on the good points, I enjoyed a ton of passbacks from my team and was able to comfortably touch and pass the ball out of the back, which is a huge part of how I would like to continue to play. I think my distribution still needs to improve a lot. I want to hit the ball much harder while getting a more accurate pass that requires much less touches for the receiving player to turn with the ball. I was also happy that my hesitation on the one-on-ones has been significantly cut down. Ever since my surgery, I've been way too timid on high balls and one-on-ones. This has killed me in practice and in recent games where I was either too slow or too scared to use proper technique to make a one-on-one save. But I still made two huge glaring mistakes and one did end up becoming a goal. I only had to deal with one high ball and it ended up being a horrible mistake. This is just something that I've had trouble with for a while now, and it will leave over time and practice with more game situations like these. So let's take a look at the highlights, and when it comes down to a play I would like to talk about, I will pause the film or slow it down to explain exactly what I'm trying to tell you.
Excellent. Come on, take it, yeah. Yes, take it out.
Here's our first big mistake, the dreaded high ball from a diagonal free kick situation. At first I started off everything perfectly. I'm not too far back and I quickly go forward calling for the ball and attacking it at the highest point. But as I went up for the catch, I took my eyes off the ball for a second and saw a striker barreling down on me. And I did the worst thing possible. I closed my eyes and braced for impact. At that moment, I screwed up bad and I wasn't able to properly hold on to the high ball because my eyes were not watching the ball into my hand. This has everything to do with my fear of getting hit and landing awkwardly, which did result in my past injury. I have to get used to getting hit in the air and keeping my eyes on the ball. Luckily, my defender was doing his job and he cleared the ball off of the line. As the game progressed, the forwards started to pressure my passes a lot more, and I was able to deal with their pressure easily while landing the passes where they needed to be. In this pass you can see one striker barreling down on me and another cutting down one of my passing lanes, but I'm able to make a one-time pass right over the pressuring forward's head and clear the obstacle that they set up for me. The next play was an all-around error from my defense. Once the ball crosses in front of the goal, my center back mistouches his pass back to me, leaving it rolling slowly for a 50-50 ball between me and the forward. Thinking back on this, I should have stood up and stayed big, allowing the striker to hit the ball into me and let the deflection bounce back out. But I reacted and went into the tackle, hitting the ball first into the striker, which then bounced right into the goal. There is a good takeaway for me here as I did not freeze up and let the striker get an easy goal. I forced him into a tackle and jumped at the ball with no hesitation, which is something I need to do more often. But instead of going in with my feet, I should have also went with my hands. I don't see this as a mistake of mine, but definitely an area where more experience and composure could have made a massive highlight save.
Atrás, fui. Valeu. Ei. Vem cá.
And this was the final mistake and goal of the game. Again, I'm quick to run off my line, which is a huge plus as there is no hesitation for me to blast out there, but once I get close enough to force the striker to his side, I slow down and instead fall back on my heels, which leaves me dead in my tracks right away. Not only did I come out and chase the ball on the wrong side, I went in with my feet again. If I didn't slow down and instead dove in right at the striker's feet with my hands on the goal side, this would have been an easy collection right off of his feet, and the game would have ended with us winning 4-1. But this error and the other silly error gave him two gifts that ended up becoming goals. So I still have a ton of more work before I will be happy with my performances, but this is a great step in the right direction. I hope to get back to practice and focus on the mistakes that I made in distribution, high ball handling, and one-on-ones. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and make sure to check back in soon for the next vlog. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope to see you guys again very soon.